Good morning, everybody. Mike Vacchi, Princetontrader.com here with your Tuesday market webcast. All right, same old box. We're jammed in 9-day, 20-day. This is some serious consolidation, multi-day stuff. Yesterday was the best way I could describe yesterday was a complete pain in the ass to trade. I don't know what else to say. It was not a lot of vol. If you pop back to the daily chart, I mean, it's one of the smaller range days we've seen in 2023. I didn't go back and look and see if it was the smallest, but sure, just eyeballing it, sure looks like it. You've got CPI tomorrow, PPI Thursday, so there are things that the tape is clearly waiting on. You can see here the bands are starting to expand a little bit. I'm going to zoom this in one because you've just got so many inflection points here. Monthly pivot, the pre-FOMC price, the 9-day, the 20-day, 9-day, 20-day weekly pivot. It's all there. And you throw a volume weighted average price and hourly mid-band and some other things on top of that stack, and you just end up with, you had one little outburst yesterday on a little bit of bank news that was immediately round trip back to the upside, and then they've just been, overnight it's been basically flatlined. It's starting to roll down a little bit now. I'll be curious to see if they can seal off weekly pivot and expand the bands a little bit. But if they can take out and convert yesterday's Globex low, which was 37.5. We've done that already. At 34 is the current Globex low, but you really got to seal it off. Then I guess you have an opportunity to try to get down to some of these prices from Friday. But it's just so tight and it's so disinterested. All I'm really trying to do is just put the best probability move on the board. That's all you can really do, and then control your risk. As we get past CPI and PPI, things will loosen up. This type of consolidation and this type of Bollinger Bandwidth is not sustainable. And as you look at the daily chart, you have some very, for the daily Bollinger Bands, the way they have been, they're not incredibly tight historically, but for the current environment of, say, the last 36 months, they are very tight. We are kind of jammed in. We're locked in at around 4. Look, 5, 6, 7 years ago, they would get to 2, 1.5. You would get some serious Bollinger Band squeezes on daily charts. We haven't really seen that. These things, it's the inhale and exhale of the market. So when the market gets into these places, all you can really do is control your risk, do everything you can not to overtrade it. We put out a number of no trade zones yesterday just because it's so choppy, the whipbacks are so bad, and everything is so tight. You're trying to do, it makes you try to do too much, and you just really end up forcing things, and you get chopped up. It's a lot of commission burn. It's things that you don't need in your life. And with volatility events later in the week, that should loosen things up. You're better off, keeping your powder dry and getting yourself into those situations which are going to give you a much better chance to succeed. So as we head into today, the number one thing I'm curious about is, can they seal this off? Can they seal this off? Can they bring in a little bit? If they can, and you get a headline, I think it's going to take news. I think it's going to take a headline. In a vacuum, this thing wants to wait for CPI. You got to remember, these are hour candles. Hours. It's not a 5-minute chart. This is a 1-hour chart. So you want to talk about being jammed in. Here we are. So as we get into the volatility events, then these inflection points, this rainbow of chop, eventually makes up its mind. And when it does, the cool part is there are plenty of handles and plenty of time to get involved. You don't have to guess the direction. I know that's the tendency. I fight it too. FOMO is big in these types of tapes. It's like I don't want to stop trading because I know as soon as I stop trading, it's going to move. That is the natural reaction. I had a couple of those moments myself yesterday, but what you have to realize is when the thing is ready to go, there will be plenty of time and plenty of handles to make up for any lack of volatility that we've seen in the last few days. All right. Just very quickly, volume weighted average price 41.42, daily mid bands 46, hourly mid bands 48, daily pivot 50 even, pre-FOMC price 49.5. That weekly pivot is 39. There's just a truckload of stuff between 40 and 50, give or take. All right, everybody have a fantastic day. Be safe, be healthy, take care. Trade them well, don't overtrade. I will catch everybody tomorrow morning.